late
talking
in
about
the
the
fourth
Friday?
quarter.
Yeah, or we end up turning the ball over. Yeah, there's a lot going on, right? So they had the penalty, and then clock was stopped. We got to delay a game, right? Change the scenario. And we got to be a lot cleaner there, and we will. We had some guys needed to come out, and some of our operations weren't very clean. So we'll get that fixed. And then on the third down, obviously the play extension and a little miscommunication. And that's on all of us. So we have to get that fixed.
And just to follow up too on the timeout that you all needed was
Yeah,
just to
same
get
thing.
organized.
Guy trying to get different guys in. Was he up? Was he down? And then a little bit of lack of communication coming out of the huddle. Somebody asked something, slowed him down. So I wasn't going to take the delay there. Like I said, we got to do a better job.
Arthur, the decision to go for two.
Yeah, we did it last year in L.A. You're down 14. You're in the fourth quarter. Those are the consequences you live with. We did it in L.A. I believe we got it to 6. We did it in Tampa last year, right down there. Down 14, late. Got 2 shots at it. You get it. It's a 6-point game. But we've done it before, like I said. And then we even got the penalty, got on the 1, and they stopped us. But, yeah, we did it last year, Michael, twice.
And in terms of, you mentioned communication a couple times, looked like there were some procedural issues even on that last drive too, getting guys in a little bit
Guys
late.
were coming out. I mean, we made some big plays coming in and out, and we have a substitution, under 2 minutes. As you know, they don't have to stay over the ball when you do sub under 2 minutes with moving clocks. So we're just trying to get a breather. And, so got in there, got a play to Peru, right, got the thing going. Got it to that 3rd and 1, and then, we think you have 2 shots, and, unfortunately we had to burn the timeout. But either way, we still had our opportunities, and Davis undercut it and made the play.
The TV cameras after that, the interception in the end zone, caught you and Dez kind of going back and forth.
No, I mean, it was discussion all the time. And like I said, I mean, it wasn't on Dez. You're trying to figure out what's going on. There's a lot of logistics that go in. So you're always looking at yourself. I said, what's the procedure issue? Some guys in the huddle, like I said, it's something we clearly didn't do a good enough job of today. Hasn't been an issue, but it was today, and we had to get it fixed.
After the delayed game penalty, he snapped with about a second left and then threw the pick. Do you think he was panicking?
No, it's not a panic, Zach. There's so much that goes in there. There's so many logistics. One thing Desmond's not going to do is not panic. That's not what it is. It's, like I said, a miscommunication. It happened. Unfortunate. We had a lot of opportunities. Washington, they got advantage, and they turned them into touchdowns, whether it was the punt return, the big play off the Hyde screen, and then the interception they turned into touchdown, right? They got, I believe it was 21, not off of turnovers, but they made the most of their opportunities on those field position. And so we didn't, they did, and hats off to them, they won the game.
Just curious on some of the procedural things you referenced and being able to delay games and stuff. Is that on players not responding quick enough, or is that on coaches
No,
not
it's on
telling
all
them?
of us, Jeff. When you have a guy go down and you're moving a guy around, and you're down there and you get a ways to go down there. Like I said, the ball got out of the back of the end zone. We're going back in there. Somebody may need a breather. And so you like the play call. Again, that hasn't been an issue, Jeff. It happened today. So obviously it's not good enough, but it's not all ever on one person. But that is the way we've operated, and like I said, we have to get it fixed. But it happened today.
And then on Dez, he made some good throws early in the game, but he also obviously had some big mistakes with the interceptions. Can you just talk about his game and whether you think this constitutes sort of a step back from last week?
Oh, I mean, look, you get in those situations, and as they change up looks, and like I said, they made a play on the ball, the one coming out, I believe, to the field right in the third quarter. The guy undercut Van, I believe, and then they turned that in there. I believe they scored off the screen off of that to Robinson, and then they going out, rolling around. Unfortunately, the delay happened, so it's not, like I said, it's not going to be good enough when you do stuff like that. Those self-inflicted wounds, and like I said, you're throwing the ball away. The guy was right there, so clearly took points off the board. Just we've got to be better, and we will. that hasn't been an issue, but it clearly was today, Jeff.
Your production in the run game, was it more a function of things that they were doing, or did you feel like you weren't blocking it as well as y'all have in the past?
Just give and take, as we're trying to evolve. I mean, I think we've been able to move the ball pretty good through the air. We're going to continue to evolve, and we didn't stop running it. If they want to pack in there, which everybody's doing, you've got to prove that you can go the other way. And I think the pass pro was pretty damn good. I think 2 of the sacks they're credited for happened on boots. One, the guy got tripped up. Nobody was there. And the one, kind of running out, if you're a yard short, that goes down as a sack. But I thought that the protection in the pocket was good, and guys were getting open. So it's give and take. I mean, why force 45 runs when you have other ways to move it? So that's where you want to be balanced. And like I said, it came down, turnovers, the plays they made, and, in the field position, they took advantage of opportunities, and obviously we didn't. And it wasn't good enough. Credit to Washington, and we have to get it fixed.
Arthur, what'd you see out of the defensive line guys? You match your season sack total in a single game, including the
We've
one.
been getting a lot of pressure, Zach. So we found ways to affect the quarterback. Today they happened to turn into sacks. They've been pretty damn good all year. Different. I mean, again, that's the first thing people look at, sacks. It necessarily doesn't tell the story. It was good to get them, and we got them at big times today. But we're just trying to find ways to affect the quarterback.
Arthur, like you said, you guys haven't had those procedural issues
Yeah,
before.
but they happen.
Was there anything you saw during the week or anything that signified
No.
that could happen
No.
today?
No, and sometimes it's a snowball effect, Michael. You're moving a guy around here, goes in there. I mean, like I said, these sound like excuses, but that's what happened. And like I said, we all got to be better. It's always going to start with me. But it hasn't been an issue, but it was today. And you have to acknowledge that. And it's a tough pill to swallow when you have plenty of opportunities. But, again, Washington made the plays, the critical times, and we didn't. And that was the story in the game.
Obviously, a lot of extreme ups and downs today. First 6 weeks have been a lot of extreme ups and downs. Should this have been expected so far this season? I'm just curious.
Jeff, I mean,
It's kind of a
I'm not in the
perspective.
prediction business. We got, like I said, I don't think you ever predict that. We've had our chances. Like I said, got to take advantage of the opportunities. We got to find, we've got to turn the ball over. We've turned it over too much lately. We're making it hard on ourselves. Like I said, you can find a lot of ways to make excuses and rationalize, but the bottom line is we didn't win the game. We didn't get the job done. Washington did. So we have to find a way. We got a lot of football left. You get in tomorrow. Like I said, when you have the right people, you can have the real conversations. We're not a program that's into blaming or victimhood, but we have to get it fixed, and we will. And we have a huge game coming up next week in the division on the road. And so that's all these guys will do. We'll get back, and we'll be objective, and we'll find a way. We'll put a plan together, and go find a way to try to get a win down in Tampa. Thank you.
No, Mike, we're good, D.
Yeah, and Dez, could you discuss the interception with like Coach was saying you should have thrown it away, or y'all were discussing the possibilities? Are you trying to tell them what was going on? What was that situation like? And
Which one, D? Which one?
the one where you're on the 5 to
Yeah, that was just a miscommunication. Obviously, it was third down, the one in the back in the end zone. Yeah, it was third down there. Obviously, trying to make a play. We got a miscommunication between myself and Drake. Obviously, just try to give him a chance. Drake turned, one way, I threw it the other. It's just a miscommunication. You look back at the end of it. You wish you would have, because I was also hot in the pressure, so I was just trying to get it up. That's one, we're going to go back, go learn from, and, figure out a way to be better.
Then the operation at the end, delayed game, you had to call timeout. He said y'all hadn't had that problem. What was going on today?
Yeah, like you said, at the end of the day, we just all got to be better. Whether it's substitutions, whether it's reads, whether it's play call, whatever it may be, we just all have to be better.
After the game last week, how do you feel about how things went today?
Yeah, obviously that's tough right there to go out there and put up that showing. We have plenty of opportunities to go down, put points on the board, plenty of opportunities when you're moving the ball, getting things going, and coming up short, obviously that's tough for us. But, I think what's great for this team is that game, there's a lot of good things to learn from. There's a lot of things that went wrong in there that, that we have done, right in the past, that we just did wrong out there. So there's a lot of things that, us as an offense can go back and learn from, and I think it's only going to make us better.
Was this a frustrating game? Does it seem winnable on many levels? Obviously, you guys gave a lot of points. I'm just curious your viewpoint.
Yeah, obviously it's frustrating anytime you lose. Like I said, there's a lot of points where, we could have done better. We could have put points on the board. We could have done this, and we just didn't. So, like I said, whatever it was, we have to go figure it out and be better.
And the operational issues that happened really at various points in the game, is that on players for not getting in or out quick enough? Is that on coaches for not getting plays in quick enough? I'm just curious.
Yeah, like I said, that's on everybody. Whether it's substitution, whether it's getting out the huddle, whether it's play call, whether it's getting lined up, whether it's making the right read with the ball. Everything, is just on everyone. This isn't just a one-man or one-coach thing. It takes all 11 and really all 53 plus, 53 players and all the coaches on the coaching staff and everyone involved. We all have to be on our A game. We all have to be able to go out there and execute, under any type of circumstance, any type of pressure. And that's just something, we failed at today.
And lastly, can you just recall what happened in your first two interceptions? What happened?
Yeah, like I said, the first one, guy just jumped it again. Second one was hot, just trying to give him a chance. And like I said, we'll learn from it.
As your offense got off 2 minutes past the start of the season, was there anything that you noticed you guys kind of doing well early in this game?
No, we just came out and jumped on them. We just went out there and executed. That's all we did. Like we said, that we didn't do from the first couple of weeks was execution. We went out there, kept the ball moving, got the first down, kept positive plays going. Missed the early one right there to Red, right there on our sideline. Was able to bounce back, keep it going, put points on the board. That's what we got to do every week.
How important is that first third down on offense?
It's huge. Like I said, the first third down is huge. First play is huge. Getting that first down is huge. So obviously to be out there, to go out there and convert, the first third down is huge for us.
Coach Smith made the comment today that there's no need to force the run 45 times a game when there's other ways to move the ball. But that seemed to be earlier in your stint as a starter. That seemed to be that heavier emphasis on the run. Do you feel like they're trusting you more to put more on you in these last few games?
Yeah, you got to trust every single guy that's out there on the field, whether it's run or pass. So, like I said and I've said in previous week, whatever's working is working. Whether we run the ball 100 times and throw it once or, throw it once and run it, whatever it may be. And so, like I said, at the end of the day, no matter what it is, whatever's called, we have to be able to go out there and execute it. Good. Thank y'all. Be safe.